Shashan Andolan thinks that it is its duty to educate our friends on the question of Lokpal. Lokpal concept has been taken by us from the Western world. Ombudsman. Ombudsman was appointed by them for the surveillance of government administration, and thereafter its jurisdiction was extended to semi-government administration. Thereafter he was asked to supervise on the issue of corruption, delay and so many other problems of the government. We have, after accepting the idea, appointed Lokayuctas in our country, and we have right now about 18 states have appointed Lokayuctas. Lokpal is a concept for which will be a national institution and which will supervise all central government offices throughout the country. The Lokpal committee will be of 9 members. Chairperson of the committee will be the Chief Justice of India or a Supreme Court judge. Out of remaining 8 members, 4 will be from the judiciary and 4 will be selected who will be of impeccable integrity, outstanding ability, and who will have experience of government administration and who will also can supervise the anti-corruption. This committee will be selected by a 9-member committee of the government, of which 3 will be from the government and 6 will be from outside the government. They will select the committee of Lokpal and recommend it to the President. In turn, President will appoint them as a committee of Lokpal. Now this Lokpal committee will have jurisdiction throughout the country because central government have its offices whole over the nation. Lokayukta jurisdiction is only restricted to the state. The bill which is submitted by the government to the parliament or any law which is to be passed by the parliament has to be within the principles of constitution and cannot be inconsistent and contrary to the provisions of the constitution. Any law which has to be passed by the parliament which is contrary and inconsistent with the constitution will be struck down by the Supreme Court. So in such cases it is elementary that any provision in any law which is contrary to the constitution cannot sustain legally. It is elementary that no law can stop corruption or eradicate corruption in the system in which we are living. We have social inequality, we have economic inequality, we have political inequality, we have electoral inequality, we have educational inequality, and we have also cultural inequality. In such an unequal society, it is very difficult if we find the economic inequality. Only 1 lakh people of this country are controlling more than 50% of wealth of this country, whereas 100 crore people are living below the 20 rupees per day. In such circumstances, where few controls the wealth, it is very difficult to control the corruption. And if we go to the corruption issue, it can be tackled only when it is erupted. Now, the institution or the institution manned by the individuals also have their own ideology. Whether it is emergence or non-emergence of the issue will depend upon the individual. No individual in our society where we can guarantee about him that he will not be corrupt because of the system. Therefore, we have to go to the root of the corruption and change the system, because in the present scenario our main issues are being sidetracked, and there is a dangerous change, or there is dangerous situation in the country where the main issues are neglected. As I mentioned, the inequalities on different levels is not being even discussed, and if it is so, then corruption even cannot be eradicated.